going live. And yeah, it looks like we're live, so welcome to the Game Club. It's me, yes, your host today is Blades. And we're going to see what we can do. Hopefully a little bit better than yesterday. Let's put it that way. Let's see what I've got here. Downloads. Okay. Right, yeah, understand now. I thought I was missing something yesterday, and yes, I was. That's good news. Right, so I've got those notes there. Where are we up to? Where are we up to? We are doing a prototype of an MMO. Mission Impossible. And there's not really much chance of doing that. So we have Visual Studio Code using GCC and QMake. We already know that. So we can delete that, I think, now. So edit, clear. There we go. That's now clear. Let's get rid of this keyboard a second. And see if we've got the pen working. Oh, don't do that. Doesn't help. What did I do with the pen? Okay, my pen's disappeared. There it is. Oh. Yeah, we've got a pen. Right, okay. Good news. So, what we got so far, we have the base window. So we are prototyping. And we have the base window. I'll show you how I did that after. Okay. Today we want to be continuing on and improving on that a little bit, I hope. So day 2. I will be looking to do print to screen. Yeah. There we go. Anything else I want to do today? Yes, timing. I'm going to call it Delta time. Those are my 2 main objectives, and then can look into client server. There we go. Right, those are my base goals for today. So I think we'll go with that. Let me have a pen. I can put that there now. Okay. So there we go. That's the start. I've been looking into things like Python and Lua. So if anybody has any thoughts on what I should use as a scripting language, at the moment I am tending towards Python because I can alter like a Python program whilst the C++ is running, and that means I can the alterations will then transfer like live into C++ as it's running. I don't need to stop it and recompile it type of thing. Not sure if that's a good idea or a bad idea. One, because I don't know how to program in Python. I'm learning that in my spare time, I suppose. But the thing is that something we want to be able to do? Is that overcomplicating the issue? Oh, where's my coffee? So, yeah. The base window. Let's go and take a look at what I did. The first thing that I did last night is I sat down and thought to myself, prototyping, what does that actually mean? So let me define what I decided, or tell you what I decided prototyping really is. Prototyping is writing a program with least effort, which means all of my lovely ideas about checking for errors just go straight out the window. And the idea of having an if statement in your main program is just being thrown out. All I've now got is the prototype of my main. As you can see, it's just create an application, initialize, execute, and shut down an application. And that's it. That's the prototype. There's a lot more things we could do here, but least effort is that. That is the bare bones. I think we can call it I think we should call it that, the bare bones of programming instead of prototyping. So yeah, I'll make a note of that. It sounds good. But I've got no keyboard. I've got a doobry. Put that to one side. Like that. Keep my telephone away from it, otherwise it will call functions. Magnetism, it works on magnetism. So if I put my telephone on top of my pad, my pen tablet, it will call functions when the telephone rings. Yeah. So this is going to be the bare bones of the program. And that's what I mean by prototype. I think that's a good way of putting it. I can't think of a better way of saying it. So we'll have that, and we'll have that now as a rule, that if something doesn't work, we might have to rethink how we do things. So there we go, the bare bones of the program. So that's main. Let's go over to, I'm a lot more relaxed today, so I hope I don't mess it up as much. It doesn't help when I do. Let's go over to the application.h, and as you can see, it's just that. We should have this as bare bones as well, so there should be no spaces. There we go. That's that altered. So that's the bare bones of the application class, is a header file. All fits on the screen, which is good. Okay, that's the application. .h. I think I can get rid of that top bool, but we'll look at that in a second. There's a few things I think I can get rid of, but we'll look at that in a second or two. We'll make sure everything's working first, shall we? Just get rid of you. So hopefully, can I get it all on the screen in one go? Close to, but just not quite. Okay. So this is the application. We have M is running, window, and render. M is running init counter. I haven't done init counter. Where's init counter? Oh right, we took it out, that's why. I took it out altogether, didn't I? So no, initialization doesn't have init counter anymore, so yeah. I think we can get rid of those two. So those two can go. There you go. How about that? 2 variables straight out the door, dead. Just like that. I was using it there. So I can take that line out now. That becomes simply that. That becomes simply that. I haven't used it anywhere else, have I now? Okay. And there we go. 2 variables just disappeared. Very simplistic. It doesn't alter the program in any way. So, how does this application now work? We initialize SDL, we create a window and a renderer, and we put the results in window and renderer here on the right hand side. We set the window title, and that's it for initialize. For the application itself, we do a while true, which means an infinite loop, and we poll the operating system for events, and if an event type equals quit, then we break out of our loop and we exit the program. In the meantime, we are going to render a color, but they're going to clear the back buffer and then present. So clearing the back buffer will use the that color there. So those 2 lines are linked together, and then render present just swaps the back buffer for the front buffer, I guess. It might do a lot more, I don't know. I haven't really looked at it that closely. And then we shut down. To shut down, we just destroy the renderer, we destroy the window, and then we quit. And that's it. That's the whole thing. Do we have any stars left over? Window and renderer are both stars, but we've also destroyed both, so we don't need to delete them. Excellent. So that leaves that empty and that empty. Everything works out quite nicely. I still don't know why we have to have break-in brackets, but we'll see. Let's see if this runs now. After all the problems I had with this yesterday. It was all because I didn't have the warnings, I think. There we go. 1 window in the colour specified. A nice dark reddish orangey browny, depending on your monitor type colour, and it works. There you go. Now if I take that break out of there, does it alter things? Could. Okay, let's try that now. Just save it. No. There we go, press any key to continue. Fantastic. Just got rid of a load of lines. There we go. That's as small as I can make that. And we're nearly now on 1 screen. Well, 1 line off being on 1 screen. Well, that's an easy one to do. I can get rid of that line there. And that's it. We're all on 1 screen now. The whole program on 1 screen to create a window with that ready kind of reddish colour. I think I'll keep it for now. For now. I might change that. So, let's get this up and running. Game ahoy. Let's start it up. As usual, there is a chat, a live chat, which you can use if you wish, and we can do things. we can do whatever you want, really. I mean, this is like a game club, and I've done that on purpose because I'll just do whatever people want. But in the meantime, I will put together an MMO as well. Oh yes, something that I did want to do. Now we're going to spoil all of this, aren't we? Yeah, that doesn't matter. I don't really mind. I'm going to put my header on at long last. Here we go. My header. So save. Doesn't alter anything, don't worry. My header. Save. So that's you two done. You're done. And main. You're done now. There we go. So we know who's done it when I've done it. So yeah, Twitch Game Club. That's what we're doing. We're in a game club, so we can club together and make a game. How about that? Good definition. Hope it works, because I'm going to need help with this. I really am. Okay, what I'm going to do today. Let's have a quick look. What's next? I think I've gone through prototype and base window now. Yeah. Okay, right, so we'll detail those two. Day 2, print to screen. Okay. That's next up. Let's do that. Application. No, I'll have that first, because I'm going to need another one of these SDL-y thingies, aren't I? Yes, I am. I'm going to need SDL, I guess it's going to be 2 underscore TTF. I think that's right. Well, we'll find out. TTF, TrueType fonts. What do I know about TrueType fonts? The scalable, that's all I know about TrueType fonts. They are supposed to scale very well. So, yeah. Let's include it now we've got it as a library. And that's going to be SDL2. And it's going to be SDL something. Could be underscore. No, it doesn't look like it. Probably just underscore TTF. There it is. There we go. That's the one we want. Lovely. We've got TrueType fonts now. That's you done. We'll come back to that in case if we need anything in a minute or two. But so we create a window and renderer there. We set the title. Yes, that's all the Windows stuff and video stuff, so we'll keep all that in the same place there. SDL. It's going, no, it's not. It's TrueType fonts, isn't it? It's TTF. Yeah, you've now got all of those. And that's going to be init, I guess. Good guess. There we go. So there you go. That's the initialization of TrueType fonts. Yeah, it should be that hard, I think. And then we should load one, I think, as well. Okay. Well, we've got a window, we've got a render. I think we should have a TrueType font, so we'll make one of those. So TTF underscore something or other, I suppose. Font, maybe, yeah. Looking at those on the list there, we'll have that one. And it'll be a star M underscore. What to call it? Font default. do. So we can take a copy of that. Save. Please save. Control S. Oh, it's done it. Right, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. So that goes comma. Just to make sure it doesn't interfere with anything random in memory. Set it to a null pointer to make sure it doesn't point to anything. And now we can make one. So that's going to be m_font default equals. We want to create one, so it's going to be a TTF of some kind, isn't it? If I can remember rightly, this is like opening a file, isn't it? Yeah, open font. W? No, I'll just have open font then. What does that take? A file and an int pointer size. That will be, sorry, point size, isn't it? Open a font file and create a font to the specified point size. Yeah. Some fonts will have several sizes embedded in the file, so the point size becomes the index of choosing which size. I see. If the value is too high, the last indexed size will be the default. Okay. So let's have font slash xxx dot ttf. Yeah, and we'll have size 32. 32 is a nice number. Or should we use 24? 32. Right. We need a font. Oh dear. Whoops. Why does that keep doing that? Never mind. SDL2 TTF. Let's go to the website. On this site, here we go. SDL homepage. Demonstration code browse. Okay. No, don't want that. Go to framed HTML. Getting started. Let's have a look. 1001 fonts, that sounds fun. Click. Nothing. Okay, Google. Click. Nothing. There we go. 1001 fonts. That looks nice. Magenta Rose Regular. I like that one as well. These are alright, aren't they? Show fonts catalogue. Okay, posters, yeah, script. Yeah, retro. Alright. Lux Montang Regular, that'll do. It says C30p. Don't know what that means. Okay, we'll try it, shall we? Download. It comes as a zip, so we can download that, can we? Yeah, okay. Okay, here's my zip files. Yeah, me looking at low poly stuff. Never mind. Can we just extract? TTF. That's what we want. So I want to copy into MMO client. Create new folder. Call it fonts. There we go. We'll copy into there. And paste one file. There we go. I'll leave it on that in case I need another one. So now we do have fonts, and now we do have luxmontag.ttf. So LUX -montag. There you go. And we'll actually have it going for the font directory, please. Oh, fonts. Plural. Gosh, no. I never could understand why I would do things plural, and that should make a font. I'm going to test that. So, if not m_font default, then just printf problem with font loading font. Oh, that's something else I wanted to do today, is get SDL-log going, because I don't like doing it this way. I don't really need it that much because I'm not really logging that much. Printf blah 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 blah, just continue. Okay, yeah, that'll do. Let's test that program out and see what happens. Error. Okay. Cancel. Unrecognized command line mass. Oh. Take the 2 off it. Okay. Oh, it's duh. I've not put the L in front of it. Okay, can we try running that again, please? Alright, so there's your screen, there's your bash, no error. Looks like we have a font. Excellent. So from that, I gather we have a font, and we're actually linking properly. So we've tested everything now. We've tested that we're linking properly, and we've tested that we've got a font. So two things, 2 birds with 1 stone there. How about that? Dead easy. Done. Okay. What's next? I now want to set its colour, don't I, really? I think we should set its colour at the time of rendering. So we'll set it up. That's setting it up. Let's shut it down now, just to make sure. So we shut it down by doing TTF underscore close. Have we got any closes? Yeah, close font, open brackets, the font, which is font. Oh no, M underscore. Font default. And of course we would just want TTF quit, don't we? I think that's how they usually work. Yeah. At least I'm remembering how SDL works. Always do it in the reverse order because that relies on that. If you quit first and then try and delete the font, you're probably going to get into problematic areas. So always do things in the reverse. So that is the reverse of that. Okay. That's that sorted out. And of course TTF relies on SDL. So yeah, you have to do SDL after TTF. Works out quite nicely. How do we render it? There's a damn good question. Well, first of all, we have to make it, don't we? Right, okay, so here's where we're programming. Between the clear and the render itself, the last render statement. Let's give ourselves a name. Okay. Color. Yeah, set color. I think it's SDL color. As stupid though it may sound. Yeah, color. Yeah, we can do that. And we'll call this text. Text color equals. Got a darkish background, so I'll go with 200, comma, just slightly greyish. 200. How do you do yellow? I think we just drop that one, don't we? Red plus blue. Let's try that anyway. We'll put 100 on that one, just for fun, see what it does. That sets the colour, a text colour, which we can now use. I now need the obligatory SDL surface. This is the one. This is what used to get me rattled about SDL in the old days. When I was using SDL1, everything needs a goddamn surface. Yeah, you end up creating all these surfaces and destroying all of these surfaces, and you're thinking, what am I doing? Let's be a bit more sensible about it when we do this, I think. I mean, the obvious answer to all of that is to make reusable surfaces. I think that could be a good idea at the end of the day, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. SDL surface. Dun dun dun. I should know this one inside out. It's going to be a text surface. That's all I've got. You can call it anything you want. But this just makes more sense to me calling it something that I can understand. And it isn't new. It's a function. It's TTF underscore, and it's going to be render. Is it render text solid? I think it is. Oh, there's only one way to find out. Let's open it. So it needs a font, some text, and a colour. So that sounds about right. Our font is a star, yeah, so that's okay. That's going to be m_font default, comma, text, welcome to the game club. That's our text. It's our hello world text, really. And the colour, which we've just done, is normal, so it's text colour. There we go. That should do it. Alrighty. We've got it that far. We've got a text to surface. That's usually a good idea. I'm going to do something slightly different because I want this to be convertible into OpenGL. So I've got to think along OpenGL lines. So what we're going to do is create a texture out of that surface. And in SDL, that's quite easy. If I remember rightly, it's texture. We can actually make textures in SDL. What should we call this one then? Text. Texture. Yeah, why not? It's silly enough. I'm having fun with this, actually. I'm just thinking of the most ridiculous names I can think of now. SDL underscore, what's it going to be? Well, we're creating... So we want to create a texture from surface. That'll do it, won't it? Yeah. SDL render. Have we? Yeah, we do have that, don't we? Yeah. M_render. It's asking for the, yeah, we're okay with that. And surface pointer to surface, which is text surface. There we go. That looked easy. Yeah. That means we don't need the surface anymore. That's done, so we can get rid of it. SDL, and I think it's just free surface. Yeah. And just the surface, that's text surface. So we only use that as a temporary place to store our string of characters, our message, as it were. Lovely. So we create the surface, convert it into a texture, and then free the surface. That saves a lot of memory there. And we now have a texture. All we need to do then is SDL underscore render it. So it's going to be render copy, open brackets, what we got here, m_render, comma, texture, which is text, texture, a rectangle, null. I don't have a rectangle. Okay. And null. Constant, you know, I don't have a rectangle. Parameter render. Parameters SCRect, a pointer to the source rectangle or null for the entire texture. So I want entire texture and entire screen. Null. Okay, that's what we're going to get there. So that's entire texture and then entire screen. And that could be interesting. I wonder if that will compile. What's wrong with that bracket? Why is it pointing at this bracket? Yeah, you're right, we are. Whoops. Colour has an alpha channel. I don't know how the alpha channel is used, so I'm going to we're going to test it out actually. So there we go. I'll just put 0 in for now. Run build task. Everything's good. The library's good. Let's try building it and running it. And that's what we get. Well, welcome to the game club. So let's just use that. How to size this? Well, I asked for a 32 by 32, didn't I? Up here. On this line here. So that should govern how we make our rectangle to place this in, because we're going to have to use a rectangle, aren't we? We just found that out. Okay, that's looking okay. We've got text. All works. We just need a rectangle. And that means we create a rectangle, I guess, which is an SDL underscore rect. I don't know. Yeah. There we go, rectangle. What should we call it? Call it text area. That makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. So we can define this now. We can define everything about it. So we can have text area width dot w equals, and that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, wait a minute, it'll be x and y. Do x and y first before I do width. X, and we'll just put that at 32. And this is from the top left corner of the screen, by the way. Text area dot y, it's in 2 dimensions. Text is 2-dimensional in this. I'll just use 32 again. That'll just bring it 32 pixels down and 32 pixels across into the screen. So it'll just go in a diagonal 45 degrees from the top left-hand corner, or should do. Something like that. Now, x and y, we have more across. We have more width than we do height. So we're going to have to guesstimate, because we don't know what the aspect ratio is. We're not going to use that. I'm keeping this simple. It's a prototype. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Width will be about 640 then. So text area dot width, guesstimation of 640, because I'm not doing that as a calculation, and the height is obviously 32 because that's the size of it. Right, let's see how that affects things. we need to put our text area in there. That didn't work quite well, did it? So it's and. It wants to know the address, doesn't it? Text area. There we go. I seem to have lost a doobry. So I'll put that back. Does that look any good? Yeah, all that just to put something on the screen. Yeah. So you can see already, I think there's a function brewing here that returns a texture, or just does this. That looks like a function to me. All these variables. Yeah. Thoughts? Right, let's try building it. Okay, builds. Let's try running it. I was nearly right. Wow. Okay, I like that. I think it has to go across a bit, but hey ho. That's now looking good. Let's put it across a bit. So 64, make it 100. 100. There we go. You can center things in the screen by calculating the center of the screen, but I'm just doing it the lazy way. No, it was 64. Okay. Maybe 80, 75, 75 I'll have. I just wanted to make it look semi-decent at least. After all, it's our first one. There you go. Our first go at making text on the screen. Wow. Cool, huh? And doing it in the prototype way is dead easy because there's no checking for errors. Lovely. So welcome to the Game Club. Hi peeps. We're rocking and we're rolling. We've got a screen. We've got text. And that's how you do text. So all you need to do to get text is add your TTF to your include and to your library. And then just TTF in it. Give yourself a default font, which I downloaded off the internet. And yeah, that was really easy compared to yesterday's rubbish. And then all we need to do is we convert it into a texture. You can blit it. If you look into the manual on TTF, the TTF manual, it'll say to blit it, I think. Let's have a look. I mean, we're exploring. So yeah, that worked. Started. Types and defines. Okay. Defines, okay. Glossary index. Oh right, that just gives, yeah, fine. TTF. Yeah, it really gives us. Let's have a look at TTF open font. Yeah, just gives us standard type of thing. That's font. Yeah, go up another. General. Activation query API initialization status cleanup API. Well, it doesn't really give us much. Oh well. not to worry. Doesn't seem to be massively helpful here. Aha, table of contents. No, doesn't really. Oh, here we go, render text solid. Is that what I was looking at? Surface text, da da la la la, screen, blah blah blah. Free surface, yeah. Yeah, blitz surface. Texture surface, null, screen, null. See, yeah, they're using that one there, which is SDL Blit Surface. I'm not using that because I want textures. I want to put my writing onto a surface that I can mess around with, like a 3D object or something like that. That'd be a nice idea. And then I can have my words on a 3D surface. So yeah, I thought there was something different in here because I read it all last night. There you go. So this is not the only way of doing it. That is the point to me showing you that. There are countless ways that you can do anything. Absolutely countless. And I'm not saying that this is the best way of doing it. It's just I find this the easiest way of doing it. It makes more sense to me. So I'm going to keep those as separate. Let's note in here our first notes. And that is this creating a text message to display as a texture. And that's important. So we'll put that in. And this one here is going to be render the current, you'll find out why I'm saying that, current world state in full, which means render everything here. This will be check input. Yeah. The only input that we're checking for at the moment is input from the operating system, which is that Polyvents SDL quit thingy. That SDL quit is coming from us trying to close a window. Right, so we've got something good going already. Wait a minute, we've got some chat. Yay! I'm doing good, Toffren. Is that how you spell your name? Does it pronounce like that? Why I'm initializing it with both. SDL color. SDL color. This one here. I don't know. It's a reaction that I have to doing arrays. That's how you set up an array. So I might be wrong. Yes, I do read the chat. I am so sorry. I'm just very bad at getting it there. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, this is what the whole idea of this is about. It's a game club. So save that. Just remove anything off that screen. Run build task. Build, of course. There you go. You're absolutely right. You see? Wow. Well, I never knew you could do that. I have learnt something. So a big shout out here to Toffren. Massive shout out, mate. Thank you very much for that. Yes, I do know. Yeah, the equal sign is C style. Yeah, I come from a C background. Yeah. Excellent. You see, you've taught me something because I come from assembler and C. Oh, thanks. Cheers, mate. And I hope I'm not butchering your name. But hey ho, that's going to happen. Right, at this point you can hear that my throat is really suffering. Is it okay if I take a break? Like 7 minutes or so? Because there we go. We can do it. We can do it properly now, can't we? Oh, why did I just do that? Get out of the way a minute. Continue. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, cheers, dude. I'm just going to take a 7-minute break. That's all. I won't switch the stream off. You're alright. 7-min break. Go grab a coffee. There we go. I can now put it in there. And even type it properly. Brilliant. I can use my program now to take a break. Haha. There you go. Right, so I'll be right back in about 7 minutes.